Hey, this is Josh with Growlink, and in today's walkthrough we'll be going over how to make a manual task within Portal 2.0. You'll start by logging into the web portal and selecting the controller that you want to make this rule on. In this case, we're going to choose the example controller here. Once you're at the controller dashboard, you'll click the Rules section up at the top of the web page. Within the Rules page, you'll select the rule folder, the rule group, and the manual task section within this subdivider. Once you have the Manual Task tab selected, you can click the Add Manual Task button. The Manual Task form is pretty straightforward. A display name, in this case we're going to use the name of Example Manual Task. The Devices tab, which will choose a device to open as part of this manual task. In this case, we'll just choose Valve 1. However, you can choose multiple devices like all 4 outputs, or say Valve 1 or Valve 3. It's purely up to your choice. The next piece to configure is the duration of the event whenever we start the manual task. In this case, we're just going to have it open up this valve for 30 seconds. Once you hit Add Manual Task, it'll add this to the controller's configuration, and if we activate our rule group, it'll push a config update to activate this rule. Now that the manual task has been made and we've pushed a config update to push it to the controller, if you go to the Manual Task tab at the top of the page, you can now see this manual task. There's a play button, which starts the manual task, and a stop button that we can click once it's started to stop it prematurely. If we go to the Devices tab to check on the output that's associated with this manual task, you'll find that valve number 1 is an auto on, meaning that this output is being called to turn on from a rule. If we go back to the manual task page and click the stop button, and then go back to the Devices tab, it'll go back to auto off, meaning that the valve is no longer open. This concludes how to make and use a manual task within Portal 2.0.